Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Advice for Young Artists. Today you're going to watch me cleaning up a 3D print that I did for a promotional item to hopefully hustle some work with some clients. That's why my studio is in production mode. Form of a struggling artist. The reason why I'm putting together this series is I want to help you to develop a strategy for becoming a professional artist. Probably most of you that are interested in this content are maybe between the ages of like 18 and 25, so you're still really young in the art journey. So in my own journey, I had wasted a lot of time just wandering around, working on projects that didn't really help me to grow towards a profession. So hopefully these videos will help shorten that learning curve. For this next video, I like to think of it if you imagine working out or lifting weights. If you want a overall fitness in your life, you don't want to just work on the areas that you're strong. Then you kind of end up, the guy with one big arm and one little arm or skinny chicken legs with a big upper body. He just hasn't worked out overall. This is very similar in building a career. So there are 3 areas that you need to learn to develop in the pursuit of becoming a professional artist that will give you an overall health or development of a career. Because it's not just about doing good art or making your pictures look better. So the 3 areas you want to learn to develop are the craft, the business, and the relationships. There's so much that can be said about these 3 topics. Let me give you a quick overview of why you want to develop this overall approach to your potential career as a professional artist. If you're only focusing on the craft, for example, very good at art, but you're really bad at the business side of things, you're either not going to be paid with the value that you bring to the marketplace, so you're going to undercut yourself. Also, if you just can't manage your money and you get behind things like taxes and your bills, this puts stress in your life, and then you're not able to really focus on the craft. Or another example is you're really good at business and you're really good at the craft, but you're really bad with relationships and how to work with people to either meet deadlines or they're bad clients, and you haven't learned these things. It can make the job miserable for you. So you can be good at the 2 things, but if you're not good at the relationship side of things, it can really cause your career to suffer. Or another example is you could be really great with relationships, but if you're not good at the craft, you're not going to be able to deliver to the clients what they were hoping that you were going to be able to deliver. So then you're going to suffer because your skill level is not up to par. So these are some examples. Hopefully that makes sense to you, why you want to learn to, have like a overall fitness plan for your art career of the craft, the business, and the relationships. Okay, I'm going to tell you a quick little story that'll help you understand why it's important for you to focus on the craft. The first storyboarding job that I got was through an agency. I was sent to work on the trailer for The Chronicles of Narnia. Now, I had very basic storyboarding skills, but one of the skills that I did not have was the ability to draw perspective. I thought to myself,
storyboards are mainly people, and I'm hardly going to need to know perspective. I can just draw some lines in the background.
Well, I go to this production company. The art director sits down to tell me what the idea behind the storyboards were going to be. He said to me,
"There's no people in this storyboard. It is a long tracking shot up some stairs, down a hallway, into a room where you see a wardrobe."
Oh my goodness, I don't know how to draw any of what you just said. So what I learned from that is that I lacked the skills to be able to even step onto that job in the first place. I ended up asking the guy,
"Can I take this home and work on it tonight?"
And he was like, "Sure." So I ended up Googling pictures of a hallway and stairs and a wardrobe, etc. From that moment, I learned that I needed a good grasp on drawing perspective, and that if I didn't get that grasp on it, I would always struggle not having the skill level for the job. So that's one of the reasons why I'm sharing with you that you need to focus on the craft, whatever industry you're trying to get into, learn from the limitless resources that you have on YouTube what you need in order to build up that skill set. So for the business side of things, there's two parts to this. I'm just going to give you a quick overview. There's really the personal financial side of things, and then there's the how you run your actual business and working with clients. Ignorance of money has been one of the greatest challenges in my life. I personally was not raised being taught about finances and how to manage money and all of these things. You have to have financial stability in an art career because you have peaks and valleys. Things like having an emergency fund, avoiding debt, all of these things will help you with the ups and downs of running a business in an art career. It should be added that I learned that there are three things that cause a business to fail. One is they get behind on their taxes. Two is they can't manage their cash flow. And three is they take on too much debt. The other thing is you're going to have to learn how to value yourself, value what you bring to the marketplace, and price things according for the clients that you work for. Two resources that have really helped me to grow in these areas is Dave Ramsey's Financial Freedom. Teaching on money and avoiding debt and all of that has really helped me. And then the other thing is The Future with Chris Do and his whole channel on teaching the business side of things. And it was through him that I learned a lot of these big principles. The last thing is relationships. You don't need to have 1,000 clients. You only need 10 really good clients that keep hiring you over and over again. This has been a principle in any industry that I've been in, whether it was makeup, storyboarding, or the toy industry. I don't have a whole lot of clients. I only have a handful of clients that keep hiring me for their projects. One of the things that I have learned is that with all the art directors and managers and bosses that I've worked with over the years, they all have one thing in common. They're all very different. People are different. So you need to learn to have the skill in relationships to discern between good clients and bad clients, clients that value what you do and pay a fair price. Also, with any relationship, there are two parties involved. It's not just you learning about these other people. You have to learn that you need to become the person that people want to work with. So it's a good work ethic. It's meeting deadlines. It's good time management skills. It's good communication skills. So I know you're in the art shell and you want to stay in it, but you got to learn to get out of that shell in order to build relationships with the people that you're working with. So it's an overall thing. It's not just you learning about people, it's you developing your own character and work ethic to be a person that people are going to want to hire. I hope those three topics help you guys out to learn that strategy to focus on the things in order to reach the goal of becoming a professional artist.